Yes, today we have got the topic report writing. This topic we've done earlier also many a times, but now as a part of revision, you can say. But we have to be very careful because there are so many things where we go wrong. Basically, if we talk about report writing, the very first thing to be kept in mind is that it's a fact-based write-up. Okay, where all the facts are included. There is no scope or there is no place for the fiction, that is unrealistic things in the report writing. So report writing is about what has happened. So something which is over, we write a report on that. Okay, so report writing is, remember, it's a fact-based write-up where all the facts are important, no fiction, no unrealistic ideas or impression. Like what you think about it or what you feel about it is not important, but what is important? Like what is the fact? Facts are important in a report, not the fiction, not the ideology, not the feelings, not the emotions, not what you like or what you dislike. So report writing is the job of a reporter. So when you are reporting something, you need to be very unbiased, you need to be very judicious, you need to just tell or you need to just write what you have seen or what you have found. You need not tell anything from your side then. Okay, so report writing is just about what happened, when it happened, how it happened, and what are its repercussions or what eventually happened later on. So the most important thing about report is like no ideology of the reporter. Okay, he has to be totally unbiased. He doesn't have to tell what he or she thinks about the event. Okay, and report writing, so it's a formal address. So report is a brief account of an event that has already taken place. Most important thing you need to know is like the report is about the event that has already taken place. You cannot report something which is yet to happen. Okay, when you're going to tell something like what is going to happen tomorrow, it means that you're just making a prediction. That is not a report. So the report helps in recording the events of importance that occur in our day-to-day life. It attempts to present the first-hand information of an incident or event. And yes, as a reporter, you have to give the first-hand information. When you're reporting something, it means that you're giving the first-hand information. That is very important. Reporter is not writing something which he has come to know from third person, right? Reporter reaches the spot and from there he gathers ideas, he gets the information and he writes. So something which he has not seen with his own eyes and has come to know from others, then he writes like according to the eyewitness and according to the sources, something like this. So he doesn't have to take the blame for writing something which he has not seen with his own eyes. So it attempts to present the first-hand information of an incident or event. A report of an event presents a record of events that took place. So report of an event presents a record of events. Mind it, it's a record of events. A report of an event includes one's ideas, opinions, and impressions about the event. So a report of an event includes one's ideas, opinions, and impressions about the event. So here I must make some correction that it's actually not so. The reporter does not give his ideas. The reporter does not give his opinions. The reporter does not give his impressions about the event because his job is to tell what happened, where it happened, and how it happened. His job is not to give ideas upon the report, upon the incident. So points to remember. The very first thing you must tell is mention the place, date, time, and other relevant facts about the event. So after these, points, I'll tell you on Blackboard like what's the format of the report writing. So the most important thing to remember is like first of all mention the place, date, time, and other relevant facts about the time. Then include information collected from the people around or affected by the event. Okay, include information collected from the people around or affected by the event. So it's not that the reporter was already present at the event. When something happened, then the reporter could not be present before that. So the reporter might reach that place later on. So he could take information, he could collect information from the people around, or like what was the effect of the event. So write the name of the reporter. So the reporter will write his name after the title, so that he is answerable to what he's writing. Provide a suitable title. Write in past tense. Important thing. Write in reported speech and use passive form of expression. Write in reported speech and use passive form of expression. So you write the report in the indirect speech. Okay, don't write in direct speech, don't write dialects, and try to use passive form of expression wherever possible. Why passive form of expression? Because the names are to be avoided. It must be avoided, like who did something exactly. Develop ideas. How will you develop ideas in a report? You will be collecting the information on causes, reasons, consequences, and opinions logically. Write in less formal and more descriptive manner while writing a report. So write in less formal. So less formal doesn't mean that you become informal. So the style should be a little formal. Okay, it should not be at all informal. It should be quite formal expression and more descriptive manner. Like the description should be complete up to the extent that the readers are satisfied after reading the report. But the description should not go far. Present your ideas and impressions to make the report interesting. So present your ideas and impressions. So this is I have already told you, like this I would discourage. So marks will be awarded for title, reporter's name, content, expression, accuracy plus fluency. So here we have got some examples. So you are ABC of LM Jain School, Ajmer. As secretary of your school co-curricular activities club, you visited a slum area in your city where the people suffered a great loss of life and property in massive fire. The students of your school rendered the services and material help to the victims. Write a report in about 100 to 125 words for your school magazine. So here is a report writing for your school magazine. Yes, children, there can be a report writing for school magazine, or there can be a report writing for the newspaper. Okay, so when we write a report for the school magazine, then see, first of all, title, Students' Service to Victims of Fire. Okay, what was the situation? Like you visited a slum area where the people suffered great loss of life and property in a massive fire. And the students of your school rendered their services and material help to the victims. So the title is Students' Service to Victims of Fire in a slum area. You can add this also. Then byline. Byline means the name of the reporter. By Xii-A LM Jain School. So because you are writing it for your school magazine, you can avoid writing the name of the school because it is understood that you are writing for your school. But in case you are writing for the newspaper, then Student Service to Victims of Fire by Xii-A, then the school name should have come, because for the newspaper the name of the school might be important. Okay, then starting the report with the date. Okay, a majors, and one more thing he is missed over here, we must write the name of the place also over here. Okay, date and place. Date must be followed by place. So which place would come here? Ajmer. Right? So date, place, then content would start. A major slum area in Vilasnagar was gutted by a massive fire on this date. So what is the first line? We call the first line as a theme sentence. And theme sentence happens to be what happened, what, when, where. So this is what happened. A major slum area in Vilasnagar was gutted by a massive fire on 10th Feb. See, it is passive construction. It is passive only. A major slum area was gutted. Point is not that who put this slum on fire. Point is like it was gutted by a massive fire on this date. It is passive form. And first line is the theme sentence, like what happened. What happened in passive form. The fire whose exact cause is still not very clear. Remember this. What is to be noticed from this sentence? The reporter will not give his point of view. You cannot say as a reporter that the fire was caused by some resident of the slum area only. Because as a reporter, you have to act very, very responsibly. And this kind of, format is very correct. Like the fire whose exact cause is still not very clear, caused extensive damage to life and property. Got it? The fire whose exact cause is still not very clear, caused extensive damage to the life and property. 10 persons lost their lives, many were injured, and about 200 people were rendered homeless. Now see the effect of fire. What happened? Slum area was gutted by massive fire. Reason not known. Then what happened? Like, what is the consequence? 10 persons lost their lives, many were injured, and about 200 people were rendered homeless. So the effect. Now, what we did? Our school joined and gave relief to the victims. The students, one mistake is there. Don't write the report in first person, our school. That would be wrong. Okay? LM Jan School. If you're writing for the newspaper, then the name of the school can come, or you can simply say school joined and gave relief to the victims. The students of the school, instead of writing our school, the students of the school got together and collected food packets, old clothes, medicines, utensils, etc. to be distributed to the homeless and helpless people. So now the point is like what is being done? Okay, action. 10 students and 3 teachers personally visited the slum to ensure proper and fair distribution of the items that had been collected, and thus provided some relief to these unfortunate people in their time of crisis and misery. Got it? And after this, what could you, how could you conclude this kind of report? You could conclude it like the police is investigating the cause of fire in the area, in the slum area. Investigations are going on to find out the culprits, something like this. Okay, whenever there is a mishap, then in the end you can say like the investigation is going on. The police is investigating the reason of fire in the slum area. Would that be fine? Now let's see the second question. Recently your school held a seminar on conservation of water as a part of World Water Day celebrations. So as a school pupil, leader of Maryland School, Gurgaon, write a report for a local daily. So your school organized a seminar, right? Seminar on whatever topic. So we have to write a report on this seminar. Who will write the report? As a school pupil. So name is not written, so it'll be finding out the name on your own. Otherwise, you'll write ABC. Leader of Maryland. So name of the school is also given, and name of city is also given. So see, seminar on water conservation, title by Preeti, Maryland School. Place and date, Gurgaon, date. Right? Our school. Instead of writing our school, we can simply write the school. School organized a seminar on water conservation as part of the World Water Day celebrations on 13th August. The main aim of the seminar was to remind the humanity about the need to save government and non-government organizations in providing help water as it is precious source imperative for our survival. Distinguished environmentalists and eminent personalities were our guest speakers, and they reiterated the need not only of conserving water, but also spoke at length on how to conserve water by stressing upon the fact that each drop of water is precious. Dr. Yash Raj, an eminent environmentalist. So very important to mention the chief guest, or very important to mention the resource person of the seminar, name and designation. So Dr. Yashraj, name, an eminent environmentalist, designation. So Dr. Yashraj, an eminent environmentalist, suggested rainwater harvesting as one of the best ways to conserve water. Using visual aids to highlight his discourse, he suggested that to ensure availability of water for the future generations, the withdrawal of fresh water from an ecosystem should not exceed its natural replacement. Right? The seminar concluded on the note that water conservation is the most cost-effective, environmentally sound way to reduce our demand for water, and so each one of us must do our bit towards improving water management to enhance optimum use of water. So you have seen that the report writing is all about writing like what happened, where it happened, how it happened, and how the things concluded. Yeah, now it's an important topic. Your school organized an exhibition cum sale of the items prepared under the week experience certificate by your school students. So there was an overwhelming response from the public. Prepare a report in about 100 words for a local daily. So you are the coordinator, SUPW activities, Nita School, Gurgaon. So the topic is exhibition cum sale, right? Topic, an exhibition cum sale by ABC, coordinator of SUPW activities, the name of school and place. Then again, date and place, date, place. Our school organized, again, our school would be wrong. School organized an exhibition cum sale of items prepared under work experience by our students on this date in the school lawns. So what happened, where it happened, and how it happened. How is coming up now? It was heartening to see the overwhelming response of our endeavor got from not only the parents, but also from the general public, who showed a lot of interest in the items made by the students. A wide array of items such as so candles, greeting cards, jewelry boxes, handicrafts had been prepared by talented students. The students were really encouraged by the positive feedback they got from everyone. The principal, okay, the designation should be followed by the name also. So here is a mistake. They have not written the name. That is a mistake. Marks are deducted for this kind of mistake. The principal, Mrs. XYZ, too, was personally present there all the time, interacting with everyone. He or she appreciated the students' hard work and creativity and announced that the money collected from the sale of items would be donated to an old age home in the vicinity of our school. The principal also decided that such initiatives would be taken up by our school more frequently to motivate the creative students and to help a noble cause. Right? Now I'll be asking you people to read it out. Your state government has decided, has banned the use of plastic bags. You are Amarjeet, a reporter of the National Herald. Report on how the ban is being ignored and what damage the indiscriminate use of plastic bags is causing to the government. Got it? Now your report is on like how the ban is being ignored. Like it's not just the event which is happening, it's also about overall report about what the things, how the things are going on. So ban on like how ban is being ignored and what damage the indiscriminate use of plastic bags is causing to the environment. So title is Environment Unfriendly Polybags. But do you think the title is correct? Environment Unfriendly Polybags. So you will tell me whether this is a correct title for this report or not, because the report is on how the ban is being ignored and what damage the indiscriminate use of plastic bags is causing to the environment. So topic is this, and they have written the title Environment Unfriendly Polybags. Is this appropriate title? So if not, then you will be suggesting me some other suitable title. Let's meanwhile read the other report. So by title, reporter, then the name of the newspaper. Name of the newspaper can be left here because we don't need to write the name of the newspaper when we are writing for some newspaper. In the year 2002, the government had banned the production and use of plastic bags in the country. So first line in this kind of report will be like what happened in that year. In that year, the plastic bags were banned, right? But unfortunately, these are now being widely used again. Not only are we avoid using first person. Not only are the bags being used daily, but are also being discarded in the drains, uncaring about the fact that they will block the flow of drain water. Polybags are also a threat to our environment. They cause pollution, kill wildlife, and are responsible for using up the natural resources. They are one of the main factors that litter the landscape. If burnt, they will infuse the surroundings air with toxic fumes. The main problem of plastic bags is that they are non-biodegradable. The decomposition of plastic takes around 1,000 years. So with the plastic rubbish produced each day, it is likely that this problem will never be solved. While the government works out ways to lessen the impact of polybags on the environment, each one of us too should shoulder some responsibility for this problem that ultimately harms us all. Okay, children, now my question is, do you think this report is fine? How many marks will you give this report if you write this kind of report for the exams? How many marks do you think will be given to this kind of report? The topic I'm again going to make you read. The topic is report on how the ban is being ignored and what damage the indiscriminate use of plastic bags is causing to the environment. So this is a topic, and what do you think how many marks will be awarded to this report if you write this in exams? Yes, who will give answer? I'm giving you 1 minute, you can again go through. Does this report go with the question? Is this the report actually? If no, why? If yes, why? Come on. Yes, come on. Manvia will give answer.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you think this is, how many marks will you give to this report out of 10?
7.
Okay. Why will you deduct 3 marks?
And we can write a better one rather than this.
But what is a mistake in this? Is there any mistake?
Ma'am, wording is not appropriate.
What is not appropriate? Tell me. Okay, you can think. Charanjot, yes, you tell.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, Charanjot, what do you think is the problem with this report? How many marks will you give? How many marks will you give?
Ma'am, the report is very small in length. 4, 5. 4 to 5 marks.
Okay. So you will go for the length also, okay? Of course, the length is also seen when some question is for 10 marks. But if it is a report writing, we can accept a short report also. But okay. Otherwise, is there some problem with the report? Is something less or more? Hmm. Yes, Charanjot.
Topics can be elaborated more.
Okay. Now let me tell you people, you can mute yourself. So children, the main problem with this, report was, number one, as we discussed, the title is wrong. It is, the report is not about unfriendly polybags. It is about how this rule is being broken. Okay. So it could be like, look at the question. So on how the ban is being ignored and what damage the indiscriminate use of plastic bags is causing to the environment. So what it can be? Flouting the rules related to the use of plastic bags. Or we can simply say indiscriminate use of plastic bags in rampant. Rampant use of plastic bags despite the law. Okay, rampant means like in excess. Rampant use of plastic bags despite the law. Why is okay? Then no need of name of the newspaper is not required. Then afterwards, we can mention the date like on which this report is going to be written, and place also we can mention like place, because we'll be observing the things in that particular place. So it can be Jalandhar, it can be Ludhiana, because whatever the report is going to be, it is based upon the observation of that place. So there is no place. So place is must. And after this, you'll be talking about in the first paragraph, like what your title is. Like despite the law against indiscriminate use of the plastic bags, it's being flouted openly. Like the law is being broken by people not following the law, this, that. Then you mention the data, or then you give the facts to support what you are saying. Is that when you are saying like the plastic bags are being used to in excess all around, then you have to give the data to support what you are saying. Otherwise, you have no right, we have no right to write this kind of report in the newspaper, which is not based upon fact. Otherwise, this very thing is not a report. It's a simple paragraph. It's a simple article. Okay, report must be based upon the facts or findings or observations or data. So we must give our data or findings or observations in the first paragraph. Because the second part was like, the second part is like what damage it is causing to the environment, that he has done. That is okay. But first part was not at all there. So this report will not get more than 3 or 3.5 marks out of 5. Okay, because number one, title was wrong, name of the newspaper not required, then no place and date. So technical errors are there. And the first paragraph does not talk about any facts, findings, observation, or data. So straight away 5 marks are gone. And 3 marks also we are giving just because the second part is written. He has written the effects, or you can say, like what might happen because of all this. Got it? Okay, children, prepare the report writing today.